All right, today's running back is a dynamic one cut runner with good bursts and a physical finish, showcasing a blend of vision and explosion that makes him one of the top running backs in this class. Let's break it down on the next Going for Two scouting report. All right, I'm here with Ryan as always, and tonight we are breaking down running back Kaleb Johnson, 6 foot, 224 pounds, out of Iowa. Of course, he's a running back. He's kind of going towards the back end of the first round of most dynasty mocks. You might be able to get him at the top of the second round in superflex leagues. But Ryan, just go ahead and jump right into him here. Give me some of your strengths here for Kaleb Johnson.
No, I think he's another one, just a well-rounded man. I think he's three down capable. He's on a lean earlier towards the doesn't lean more towards the early down portion, where he wasn't as dynamic in the passing game, but he was fantastic on blocking, so he's gonna stay on the field. I think he runs really well through tackles. He has good patience. I think he's very good back at that next level. But I think he 100% needs to be in a committee.
Yeah, that's exactly what I put down as well. Like he has excellent vision, good initial burst, great contact balance, a very patient runner. But yes, I agree. I think he does need to be in a split backfield because his he got a limited route tree. He's not a great pass catcher. So yeah, I agree 100%. I think he needs to be in a split backfield. And that those are some of the negatives I have on him. Right, I have limited route tree, a little bit of limited lateral agility, lacks long speed. What are some of the things that you saw that you didn't like about him?
I thought there wasn't anything he like truly excelled at. Like I thought he was very good. I thought he was good at a lot of things, but not great at anything. The long speed was a thing. Even though he had some longer runs, it just wasn't blown by people he caught up with. For being a bigger back, he got caught behind the line of scrimmage a lot and kind of was his own worst enemy, finding holes, being a little bit slow for that, which was kind of a red flag for me.
Yeah, because I put down that he's got good patience, but at the same time, he almost sometimes had too much patience, where he was setting his blocks up too long, and then yeah, did get caught in the backfield a few times. So yeah, that's something that will need to be coached out at the next level because he was almost too patient with his blocks being set up. Sometimes you just got to take what you can get. If it's 1 or 2 yards, if it's not there, just take what you can get. And I felt like he was still looking for that hole that just wasn't going to come.
And he's not really a creative runner either. He kind of just finds his angle and goes.
Right, just kind of takes what's given. 100% agree with that. Let's talk about some good fits here. Any offensive scheme fit? Or you mentioned already that you want him in a split backfield. Is there any schemes that you like?
Obviously, the easy one says Pittsburgh. He does what they've done with like four straight running backs, and that's why you see all the comps to other Steelers winners from the past like 5 years, 6 years.
Yep. Yeah, Steelers was definitely the easy one, and I'm looking at the draft. Where are the Steelers even in the draft? Like I don't.
I don't have a second round pick.
Uh,
It's fine,
yeah, I'm looking.
but I don't think he's a second rounder.
I think he's
I
probably.
they pick 83rd in the third, which kind of works.
Yeah.
I think somewhere like that would be a good range for him.
Yeah, that'd be a good spot for sure. I like that 83rd pick in the third round. Yeah, and I think Steelers does. I mean, it does fit. I mean, obviously he even wears the similar colors there, so it
Cleveland works, Kansas City works. Teams who will just hammer the football.
yep, agreed. All right, let's do some player comps here. You got any player comps for him?
Go first because we had the same one. I'm just kind of pivoting off it. I just realized we were the same. We just realized we were the same before.
Yeah, so I have James Conner. Obviously, he plays for Arizona now, but did play for Pittsburgh and is in sort of that same mold that we talked about with of Pittsburgh running back. I did have another comp as well that's it's not quite as good as far as NFL production, but he reminded me a little bit of Isaiah Crowell. Obviously, played with I believe the Jets, and I think he played for Cleveland as well. Similar runners, I think. Obviously Isaiah Crowell didn't have the greatest NFL career, but similar as far as running style. And James Conner was the one that me and you both kind of had there. Did you have another one besides James Conner?
I do. We're kind of kicking it back, but also keep it in the AFC North. Rudy Johnson, the old Bengals running back, who was just kind of a hammer who they would run over and over again. It was never pretty. It wasn't super efficient in the NFL, but he somehow went for over 1,300 yards 3 straight years in the middle in the most boring of ways possible.
Yes.
with double digit touchdowns. Like, he could see him as being double digit touchdown guy. Maybe not that volume because the NFL is just not that right now. But I think he could be a good red zone threat.
Yeah, agreed. I think he can be one of those guys that gets, 10, 12 touchdowns easy, because he gets those 1 and 2 yard plunges for sure.
He's gonna be frustrating fantasy.
Yes, he will be. He'll be very touchdown dependent. He will be very. I know there's a comp on Player Profiler. I think that had him compared to Nick Chubb. I don't quite see
No,
that. I don't
no,
see that comp.
no,
Yeah, but I think
no. He's
I
not
think
that explosive.
absolutely he doesn't break tackles like Nick Chubb either. But I think in the sense that Nick Chubb was very touchdown dependent as well. I think that kind of fits Caleb Johnson as well. There won't be a lot of pass catching in his repertoire for sure.
No.
All right, that wraps up our scouting report for Caleb Johnson. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and TikTok or wherever you're watching this currently. And be sure to catch the next scouting report. We'll see you next time.